China is building a network of defenses in the South China Sea. This is a chain of artificial islands. They are designed to project power far from the mainland. This strategy worries its neighbors. It also raises concerns for the international community. The South China Sea is a vital waterway. It is claimed by China and several other countries. This makes it a hotbed of geopolitical tension. China's actions are viewed with suspicion by many. They see it as an attempt to dominate the region. China's objective is clear. It seeks to secure its maritime interests. It also aims to deter potential adversaries. This strategy is built on a foundation of artificial islands. These islands are equipped with military infrastructure. This includes airstrips, radar facilities, and deep-water ports. The implications of China's actions are significant. They have the potential to reshape the regional power balance. They also raise questions about freedom of navigation. The international community is closely watching. The future of the South China Sea hangs in the balance. The South China Sea is a vital artery of global trade. It is a major shipping route for energy supplies. Huge amounts of cargo pass through its waters every year. This makes it a crucial waterway for many nations. The region is also rich in natural resources. There are significant oil and gas reserves beneath the seabed. This further increases the strategic importance of the South China Sea. Competition for these resources has intensified in recent years. China's assertive actions have heightened tensions. Its claims overlap with those of several Southeast Asian countries. These include Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. This has led to diplomatic disputes and occasional confrontations at sea. The United States, although not a claimant, has a strong interest in the region. It seeks to uphold freedom of navigation. It also wants to prevent any single power from dominating the South China Sea. This has led to increased U.S. military presence in the area. China's island-building activities are a major source of concern. These artificial outposts are seen as a way for China to enforce its claims. They represent a significant escalation in the ongoing disputes. China's claim to the South China Sea is based on historical arguments. It asserts that it has exercised sovereignty over the area for centuries. This claim is based on ancient maps and historical records. However, these claims are disputed by other countries. The 9-dash line is a key element of China's claim. This line, first drawn on Chinese maps in the 1940s, encompasses most of the South China Sea. It is not recognized by international law. Most countries view it as an excessive claim. For China, the South China Sea is not just about resources. It is also a matter of national pride. It is seen as a core interest. It is non-negotiable in the eyes of the Chinese government. China's growing economic and military might give it leverage in the region. It is using its influence to assert its claims more forcefully. This has led to a more assertive foreign policy in recent years. The development of artificial islands is a key part of this strategy. These islands are intended to strengthen China's control over the South China Sea. They are a physical manifestation of China's determination to defend its interests. China has been engaged in large-scale land reclamation in the South China Sea. It has transformed reefs and shoals into artificial islands. This has been achieved through dredging sand and concrete onto these submerged features. These islands are more than just piles of sand. They are being equipped with sophisticated infrastructure. This includes airstrips, harbors, and military facilities. This has transformed them into potential forward operating bases. One prominent example is Fiery Cross Reef. This once submerged feature is now a sprawling artificial island. It boasts a 3,000-meter runway. It can accommodate military aircraft. Subi Reef is another example of China's island-building prowess. It has been transformed into a significant military outpost. It features a deep-water harbor. It is capable of hosting warships. These islands represent a significant change in the status quo. They give China a permanent presence in disputed waters. This has raised alarms among neighboring countries. Section 5. Outposts of Power. The artificial islands serve a dual purpose for China. They strengthen its military capabilities in the region. They also support its economic interests. The airstrips on these islands extend China's air power projection. They allow for the deployment of fighter jets and surveillance aircraft. This enhances China's ability to monitor the South China Sea. The deepwater ports can accommodate warships, including destroyers, frigates, and even aircraft carriers. This gives China a forward naval presence in the area. These islands also have economic significance. They can support fishing fleets and energy exploration activities. Some experts believe that China may eventually establish tourism on these islands. The presence of these islands gives China greater control over the surrounding waters. This has implications for freedom of navigation. It also affects the fishing rights of other countries. China argues that its actions are justified. It claims it is merely exercising its sovereign rights. However, these actions have been met with international condemnation. Section 6. Limits to expansion. China's island-building activities have faced challenges. The marine environment in the South China Sea is harsh. Typhoons and erosion pose constant threats to the artificial structures. Maintaining these islands is a costly endeavor. China needs to invest heavily in dredging and reinforcement. The remote location also adds to the logistical challenges. The international community has condemned China's actions. Diplomatic pressure and legal challenges have slowed down the pace of construction. However, China has shown no signs of abandoning its efforts. The presence of U.S. warships in the South China Sea also acts as a deterrent. The U.S. Navy conducts regular freedom of navigation operations. This serves as a reminder of U.S. commitment to the region. Despite these challenges, China remains determined to consolidate its hold over the South China Sea. The artificial islands are a testament to this ambition. They represent a long-term strategic investment for China. Section 7. Hidden depths. There is speculation about China's future plans for these islands. Some experts believe that China might be developing underground facilities. These could include tunnels, bunkers, and storage spaces. Such facilities would enhance the resilience of these islands. They could withstand airstrikes or missile attacks. They could also provide storage for fuel, weapons, and supplies. Underground development would be consistent with China's strategy of creating unsinkable aircraft carriers. It would make these islands even more formidable military outposts. The construction of underground facilities would be a complex and expensive undertaking. However, China has the resources and technical expertise to carry out such projects. The development of these islands is shrouded in secrecy. China has not released any official information about its plans. This lack of transparency fuels speculation and concern among its neighbors. Section 8. A dual purpose. China claims that its intentions in the South China Sea are peaceful. It emphasizes the civilian uses of its artificial islands. It highlights their role in scientific research, search and rescue, and environmental protection. China has established research stations on some of these islands. It conducts marine surveys and studies climate change. It also uses these outposts to monitor and protect endangered species. China has also deployed Coast Guard vessels and rescue ships to the region. It claims that these assets are there to ensure maritime safety and provide assistance to vessels in distress. While China emphasizes the civilian applications of these islands, their military significance cannot be ignored. The dual-use nature of these facilities raises concerns about China's true intentions. The international community remains skeptical of China's claims. It views these islands primarily as a means to advance China's military capabilities and territorial ambitions. Section 9. Shifting tides. China's actions in the South China Sea have far-reaching implications. They have altered the geopolitical landscape of the region. They have also raised tensions with neighboring countries and the United States. The artificial islands have shifted the balance of power in the South China Sea. They have given China a more assertive posture in the region. This has challenged the existing regional order. The risk of miscalculation and conflict has increased. The presence of warships and military aircraft in close proximity raises the possibility of an accidental clash. China's actions have also undermined the rules-based international order. Its disregard for international law sets a dangerous precedent. It could encourage other countries to pursue similar actions. The South China Sea is a test case for the future of international relations. It is a microcosm of the broader competition between China and the United States. The outcome of this competition will have profound implications for the 21st century.